Welcome. Today we're going to reveal the secrets to changing your life, starting with changing your mindset. But how do you do that if you don't even realize what's going on and where you should start? Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss new motivational videos. Your support is very important to me, and it is because of you that I continue to create this content. Enjoy watching.
To change your life, you need to change your perception and your mindset. But how do you do this if you don't even understand what's happening? You don't know what reality you're in. This is what we'll be uncovering today. Because when people want to change something, they just start acting without understanding how everything works. Imagine your life as an iceberg, the life you're living now. The results, relationships, finances, and health. All of this is just the surface of your reality. It's what's happening at this moment in your life. But the most important part is what's underneath, the internal work. Everything starts from there. What happens on the outside depends on what's going on inside. What do we have inside? We have fears, beliefs, insecurities, doubts, and so on. To change your life, you first need to change what's inside. Because if you change what's inside, everything on the outside will change too. You'll get new results, you'll act differently, and you'll feel better. The most important thing that holds us back is our beliefs. These beliefs are programmed into us. Our parents, teachers, and family programmed us. The first people who programmed us were our parents, because they were the ones in contact with us in our early years. How does it work? When you came into this world, you arrived empty. You knew nothing, full of inspiration. But society told you, don't do this. It's bad. You can't do that. You won't succeed. You need to study and get a degree, and so on. Everything around you was a program. Even television programs are called programs because they program you. If you want to deeply understand how this works, you need to look into neurobiology. When you understand how habits are formed, how neurons communicate with each other, everything becomes clear. We live according to the programs we're fed. The news, the videos you watch on YouTube or elsewhere, they all program you, even if you don't realize it. To change your mindset, you first need to become aware of the beliefs you have. Most people don't even know what their beliefs are. I didn't either. I didn't know I had so many. For example, I used to think that people with light skin were racist, or that making money was very difficult because I grew up in a poor family. Poverty comes with many limiting beliefs. Why? Because you lived in a state of lack. Your parents always said, we need money for rent, creating a mindset of scarcity. Living in scarcity puts you in a state of survival where you're not aware of what you really want. In this state, you're not creative. Before you can start acting, you need to understand your beliefs. There are two ways to achieve things, through willpower or through inspiration. Both work. I've tried both. Willpower works, but not in the long term. Why? Because you force yourself to act. Using survival mode, you make yourself do it. But how long can you keep it up? You can use willpower to stay disciplined, but after a year you might realize, I don't want this anymore. Inspiration, on the other hand, makes you excited. Think about children. When we were little, everything was fascinating. Wow, I want to try this. I want to learn to ride a bike. Inspiration drives you to act, even when you're tired, because you're excited about what you're doing. That's why I always recommend working on your beliefs and doing what inspires you. The most important thing is to start by consulting yourself. How do you do this? One powerful technique I recommend is keeping a notebook. Use it to write down your thoughts, because we have about 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot, and it's hard for the average person to even recall 5,000 of them. To change your life, you need to track your thoughts. When you feel fear, write it down. I'm afraid to start a business, or I'm afraid to go to the gym because I think I won't get results. Write it down to analyze your beliefs, because they aren't true. They're just voices in your head, but they're not the truth. You need to track your thoughts and work on your beliefs. Some people believe making money is hard or starting a business is difficult. They think you have to work extremely hard, but these are just beliefs. Why? Because people don't have access to the information that reveals their potential. I believe everyone has incredible potential, but until a person becomes aware of it, they'll just play the victim and think everything is difficult. To change your thinking, you need to become more aware. Awareness is the key. You need to observe your thoughts and understand why you're doing what you're doing. Most importantly, beliefs are formed through repetition. Parents repeat, "Don't do that, don't do that," and over time it becomes a habit. To change a belief, you have to do the work too. It's not easy, but with self-suggestion and positive reinforcement, you can reprogram yourself. For example, some people believe that losing weight is impossible because they have bad genetics. But many haven't even tried, and yet they already believe they can't succeed. It's just a belief, and you need to question everything you've been told and analyze it. The most important thing is to control your thoughts, emotions, actions, and results. It all starts with your thoughts. Thoughts lead to emotions, emotions lead to actions, and actions lead to results. That's how it works. First, you have thoughts, then emotions, then actions, and finally, results. But it all starts in the mind. You need to understand your beliefs and how they work. It's all about awareness. The key to changing your life is realizing that you can reprogram yourself. Start being more mindful of what you're thinking and how you're reacting. There are two states of being, sympathetic and parasympathetic. You need to act from a parasympathetic state, a state of relaxation, inspiration, and creation. The sympathetic state is the state of survival, where you're constantly anxious, worried, and living in the past or the future. In this state, you're not present, and you're in a constant fight or flight mode. The parasympathetic state, on the other hand, is the state of inspiration and creativity, where you feel relaxed, motivated, and full of ideas. I recommend keeping a notebook to write down your thoughts and track your state of being. This will help you understand when you're in a sympathetic state versus when you're in a parasympathetic one. You need to act from the parasympathetic state, because this is where true creativity and inspiration come from. These two states of being are crucial, and you need to understand which one you're operating in. Acting from inspiration is far more powerful than acting from survival. When you act from a place of inspiration, even in challenging situations, you stay positive and keep moving forward because you're driven by purpose. We are not just people. We are a massive source of energy. And when we talk about energy, we talk about vibrations. If you're not vibrating at a high frequency, even if you achieve your goals, you'll feel empty. Acting from a state of inspiration is what fills you with purpose and meaning. When you are in a parasympathetic state, you are more connected to your inner power.